I've seen videos of children being separated from their families and families being pulled apart and people crying doesn't elicit any amount of empathy from you. I'm so sorry, but you might be the problem.
Looks like I might be part of the problem. Hi, my name is Margaret Mordahl. Welcome to my channel Virtue Lies in the Middle, where we discuss current topics and try to remain as balanced as possible. Today, we're going to be discussing whether or not conservatives are too mean. The first video I came across that brought this question up for me was this Piers Morgan video where Jay Dyer and Andrew Wilson are making fun of their debate opponents. And TikTok debater Dean Withers brings up this point.
Two gaytheists. I want to chime in. We have two gaytheists on the panel that have said that I bullied them.
Like this kind of behavior. Look at this behavior.
That's called a joke. That's called a joke,
yeah,
sensitive man.
So funny, Jay Dyer.
Oh my God, look at this behavior. This behavior is out of control.
You are two gaytheists.
It's too much bad behavior.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold up. Are you guys Christians? I thought we're supposed to be loving to thy neighbor.
Well, the only thing also includes telling you when it's wrong.
After that, I just kept seeing more and more examples of conservatives being mean. A plethora of liberals on TikTok berating conservatives for their lack of empathy regarding illegal immigrants, like the Haley Bailey video in the intro. JP Sears laughing at rioters being run over. Caroline Levitt saying a reporter's question is stupid.
There were peaceful protests on Saturday for the militant parade. President Trump would allow that.
Of course the president supports peaceful protests. What a stupid question. Raquel.
Matt Walsh making fun of a liberal lawmaker's name.
So he called him Jose Padilla instead of Alex Padilla, which is pretty funny. Would have been funnier if he called him Jose Quesadilla or something like that. Not that I would condone it. I'm just saying as a factual observation, it would have been funny if he said, "How dare you? How dare you, sir? His name is Alex Padilla. Alex Gomez Enchilada Padilla. Call him by his rightful name, sir. How dare you?"
Or even just watching this man from a riot in Minneapolis pleading with a police officer and thinking that maybe we as conservatives were judging liberals too harshly.
I'll get you a job. I'll get you a job, man. I can get you a job. I can get you a good paying job. I can get you a good paying job. Guns don't belong here. Put the gun down. I'll get you a job. You're fucking hired. Please, man.
It just really seems like his heart is in the right place and he truly believes he's doing the right thing. And then, in the case of rioters, I thought, maybe even if we don't agree with why the rioters are rioting, we should respect their courage to stand up for what they believe in and oppose the police despite the consequences. After all, if you truly believe these law enforcement officers are oppressing people in the style of Nazis, the courageous and moral thing to do would be to stand up for those being oppressed. We absolutely do need people in society who are not afraid to push back against things they perceive as wrong, despite the consequences or despite having to stand alone. But that's where it all falls apart, because these rioters know that they will, in actuality, face no consequences for their actions. They know that they can push police officers, fight them, obstruct justice, and no punishment at all will be meted out. Moreover, they know that they are not standing alone when they riot. Rather, they're backed up and even egged on by the corporate media. So, comparing these people to any brave resistant fighters who opposed tyrannical regimes in the past, such as the Nazis or Stalinism, is simply ludicrous. And perhaps the most appropriate thing to do actually is to laugh at their craziness and condemn it. Now, this all perhaps pertains more to conservative commentators who are Christians, because as Christians, we are called to love our enemies and to do good to those who persecute us, as the young man in the Piers Morgan video pointed out. But, as C.S. Lewis says, love is something more splendid and stern than mere kindness. This means that love sometimes looks different than simply being nice to someone. This can clearly be seen in the case of a parent disciplining a child. The discipline may not look nice, but in reality, it is a loving thing for a parent to do, teaching their child right from wrong. Love for one's country can be seen on the battlefield. Again, not a nice looking thing, but as Keanu Reeves says,
No, because if you're a lover, you got to be a fighter.
How so?
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have?
as Christians, sometimes the love we show for our fellow man comes in the form of not agreeing with or even pointing out errors or evil, and sometimes this may not look nice. Often, if we err on the side of niceness, we end up becoming enablers, causing more harm than good. Now, does this give us the right to go around pointing out everyone's faults or making unkind comments about others? No, of course not. The Bible does say, "Judge not, lest you yourself be judged," and "Let him who is without sin cast the first stone." So, there is a fine line to be drawn between judging unnecessarily and standing up for what is right. So, are playground insults really the way to go when we're standing up for what we believe? Probably not. But they are also really just that, playground insults, and should be taken in the manner given, with a sense of humor and not too seriously. Those are my thoughts on the matter. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.